Welcome back, guys, to another video. In this video I'm going to be going over the benefits on exercise with your brain, how it benefits your mental health, your mood, your function, and going down in depth on the details so you guys really understand how you can improve your overall lifestyle, life function, everything mentally through working out, and how working out isn't just gonna get your muscles bigger, but it'll help your mood and your function throughout the day and everything else. So without further ado, let's get to the video. Alright, guys, so when we're looking at the effects of exercise, especially when we're talking about the brain, the first thing we want to look at is the mood. Whenever we start doing exercise, we get these chemicals that are produced, adrenaline and other chemicals that are promoting excitement and fuel and energy. Research has shown that these chemicals, such as adrenaline, once produced after the workout, will immediately result in about 2 hours of increased focus and memory retention. So that means if I learned anything within the next 2 hours after I worked out, I'll be able to remember it better because my body's in a fight or flight state. That's what I was looking for. So I'm 110% super duper focused. My body's active. I'm excited. I'm ready to go. So everything that I'm getting in and my body's thinking it's important. It's like life or death thing. You have exercising. So I have to remember. This goes back to our history as hunters, where we're running. There's an animal there. I have to know what can I do? This animal's gonna kill me. This animal's gonna kill me. Oh, I stabbed it there. It died there. Now I remember where I stabbed it, and I run away. Well, the other ones try to chase me or whatever. But now that I know where I stabbed it to kill it, now I can tell my friends, stab it there to kill it. And that results in developments. Since I remember my retention went up, my success and my likelihood to survive has gone up thanks to that effect. Well, the main way we get the most out of that function is by increasing our heart rate when we're working out. If you can get your heart rate up to zone 4 or zone 3, then you'll have the most likelihood of getting these benefits because your body's in that fight or flight state. You're very, very awake and excited, especially if you get to a level 4 cardio, because if you get past that to level 5, you're like killing yourself. So level 3 or 4 tops. And if your body, with that increased focus, learns, produces better, works better through that period of time, it's an instant automatic mood booster. The only issue is that most people struggle to start working out. That's the main issue. If you don't start working out, you won't experience the benefits of the instant mood boosting, but once you really get at it, you start to build this effect. And actually, it's been studied in people who've worked out for many, many years, that their body becomes sort of dependent on this adrenaline from working out. So if you don't work out, you're gonna have like withdrawal symptoms because your body's not producing the amount of adrenaline that it's used to producing. So you're actually become addicted to working out, which is beneficial if you work out for, let's say, years and years and years. You have to stay consistent with it. The whole point is that you get to a point in time, whether you started hating exercise or you already thought that exercise was pretty good and you just decided to do it, it wasn't that hard for you to start, where you become quote-unquote addicted to exercising. Then you're never going to stop doing exercise no matter what, and that'll lead to the most overall benefits in your mood, in your mental processing, your thought process. When we work out for long periods of time, over many years, and this is seen and studied by Wendy Suzuki, that's her name. Great. I watched a podcast with her in the Diary of the CEO. Super smart lady. She explains a lot about this. This actually inspired me to make this video, so I highly recommend you go check out Wendy Suzuki. Her studies are fantastic. Go very deep into depth, and she recommends that we do about 30 minutes, 3 to 4 times a week of aerobic exercise. Aerobic means you're focusing on the cardiovascular aspects of the exercise, so that means that you're going to really go in. You're going to go hard. You're going to run, or not run. You're going to jog. You're going to do something that's movement based, not necessarily building muscle, but that will lead to the largest effects on your mental health compared to working out. Working out regularly, like lifting weights and stuff, will increase your mental health and has mental benefits. As your muscles get bigger, like I said previously, you get all these adrenaline responses and your body starts to become addicted to working out, which is great. But when you want to get the most out of it, meant for longevity, and let's say when I'm not working out, since I'm not going to work out all day long, I'm not going to be constantly at that state of elevation. But I want to be elevated naturally, just constant have that extra focus. I get that through aerobic exercise, cardiovascular increases. If my body can process oxygen better, more oxygen in my brain makes my brain work stronger, better, healthier, and this leads to growth in the prefrontal cortex, which is related to personality. So you'll get a more solid personality. This will decrease the likelihood of disorders such as depression, personality disorders, and such as bipolar disorder too. You'll get a decreased likelihood of that, or the effects of it will decrease as you're working out. Your personality becomes more solid, structured. You become more of the person that you want to become, and it brings out the innermost qualities in a person. That's why I highly recommend it. Since most people in my mind are good people, it'll bring out the inner goodness of you. Now, another benefit mentally is that when you grow your prefrontal cortex, it also not specifically growing your prefrontal cortex, but when you work out, it does just grow your prefrontal cortex over a long period of time. If you do what Wendy Suzuki says, work 3 to 4 times a week, 30 minutes, you'll also increase the size of your hippocampus. The increased growth in your hippocampus is related to memory. So it's the reason that you can remember what you did yesterday, the day before that day, memories from 2-3 years ago. The hippocampus will grow dramatically if you work out. And this dramatic growth in the hippocampus will be highly beneficial in any sort of tasks that you do, since now you have better memory. And most people in life, they struggle to do most things. They don't realize it because of their lack of memory. Memory plays a huge role in your success in life and whatever you're doing. Since if you remember everything the first time it's told to you, you start to become like a supercomputer. Everything that you listen, you hear, you understand that quote, you'll never forget it. Nobody can beat you at anything because you can learn faster than anyone, since you have the highest retention ever. So it's very beneficial. And this increased growth of the hippocampus will reduce the negative side effects of Alzheimer's and dementia. Since what these two diseases do is that they eat your brain. They pretty much are eating your brain, and they target the hippocampus. Since they're eating your brain, what would be a way to slow down the effects of your brain, your mental health declination? That would probably be to get my brain bigger. My brain's bigger, it's more of it that it needs to eat. So you're giving the disease more food to chew on, and it takes longer for it to deteriorate your brain function and really get at you. So it makes sense to have a large hippocampus, and this is especially important with people who have a history of mental diseases in their family, where if you have Alzheimer's in your family tree or dementia in your family tree, this will come in great use, since your brain won't be all eaten up. It takes more time for the disease to take hold and take effect. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today, guys. Just remember to stay consistent with your working out. You'll get the most amount of effect if you work out over long periods of time. There's immediate effects and there's long-term effects that are highly beneficial through working out. That'll increase your overall brain function, focus, like I said, strengthen your personality, decrease depression, bipolar disorder, all of that stuff that I've already said. So if you like the video, please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys want to see next. And that's it. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye bye.